This casting decision just sparked one of the most unexpected Hollywood reactions of the year, and it's coming from the icon herself. At 93 years old, Kim Novak is not holding back. And what she said about Sydney Sweeney playing her, it's already dividing fans. It all started when news broke about the upcoming film Scandalous, a drama centered on Novak's real-life romance with Sammy Davis Jr. A relationship that, back in the late 1950s, shocked Hollywood. Not because of fame, but because of something far more controversial at the time, an interracial romance that faced intense public scrutiny. So when casting rumors turned into confirmation, many expected excitement. Instead, Novak had a very different reaction. In a recent interview, she made it crystal clear. She would never have approved of the casting. That alone raised eyebrows. But what really got people talking was why. Novak didn't question Sydney Sweeney's talent. She didn't attack her acting ability. Instead, she focused on something far more personal, appearance. She said Sweeney sticks out so much above the waist. And didn't stop there. According to Novak, the film risks turning her story into something overly physical, something she believes misrepresents what she and Sammy Davis Jr. actually shared. Because in her eyes, their relationship wasn't just about attraction. It was about connection, about understanding, about two people navigating a world that wasn't ready for them. But Novak fears Hollywood may tell a different story, one that leans heavily into sexuality, one that simplifies a complicated, emotional relationship into something more surface level. And that's where her biggest concern lies. Then came the line that really shook audiences. She said there's no way the relationship wouldn't be portrayed as sexual. Because, in her words, Sydney Sweeney looks sexy all the time. That statement instantly ignited debate online. Is she protecting her legacy, or criticizing modern Hollywood casting choices? Meanwhile, the film itself is shaping up to be a major project, with David Johnson set to portray Sammy Davis Jr. and Coleman Domingo stepping in as director, marking a significant creative moment for him. So expectations are already sky high. But now, the conversation has shifted. It's no longer just about the film. It's about authenticity, respect, and who gets to tell someone's story, especially when that person is still here to speak for themselves. Because at the center of all this is a deeper question. When Hollywood recreates real lives, should the real person have a say? Or does the story belong to the audience once it's retold? And as Scandalous moves forward, one thing is clear. This isn't just a movie anymore. It's a controversy that's only getting bigger. Now here's where things take an even deeper turn, because this isn't just about one actress or one casting choice. It's about how Hollywood has changed. Back in the 1950s, when Kim Novak and Sammy Davis Jr. were seeing each other, their relationship wasn't just controversial, it was dangerous. Studios controlled everything. Public image, careers, even personal lives, and interracial relationships. They weren't just frowned upon, they could destroy everything overnight. There are long-standing reports that powerful figures pressured Novak to end the relationship. Some stories even claim threats were made behind closed doors. Not rumors for attention, but real fear that her career could be wiped out if the relationship continued publicly. So when Novak talks about having so much in common with Sammy Davis Jr., she's not talking about surface-level attraction. She's talking about survival. About being two people trapped inside a system that dictated who they could love and how they were allowed to exist. That's exactly why this film matters. And also why Novak is so protective of it. Because from her perspective, if the story turns into just another glamorous Hollywood romance filled with physical tension, then the real struggle gets lost. The pressure, the fear, the emotional weight of what they were up against. And here's the interesting part. This isn't the first time Hollywood has faced backlash over casting real-life figures. But it hits differently when the person being portrayed is still alive, still watching, still remembering. For Sydney Sweeney, this role could be one of the biggest of her career. She's built a reputation for taking on bold, complex characters. And stepping into Novak's shoes? That's not just acting, that's stepping into history. But now she's caught in the middle of something bigger than performance. A debate about image, about interpretation, about whether modern Hollywood understands the emotional reality of the past, or just repackages it for today's audience. And then there's the director. Colman Domingo isn't just making a film here, he's shaping how this story will be remembered by a whole new generation. Will it focus on love, on struggle, on scandal, or try to balance all three? Because that balance is everything. Lean too far one way, and you risk turning history into fantasy. Lean too far the other, and you lose the emotional pull that brings audiences in. Meanwhile, audiences are already split. Some agree with Novak, saying real stories deserve respectful, accurate portrayals. Others argue that acting is about transformation, not resemblance. That it's not about looking identical, it's about capturing the essence. So now the question isn't just, was Sydney Sweeney the right choice? It's, what makes any casting choice right? Is it physical likeness, energy, emotional depth, or simply the ability to make audiences believe? Because once the cameras start rolling, opinions won't matter as much as what ends up on screen. And maybe that's the most fascinating part of all this. Right now, it's controversy, debate, headlines. But when Scandalous finally releases, everything comes down to one thing. Did they tell the story right? Because if they did, this could redefine how Hollywood handles real-life romances forever. And if they didn't, it might prove Novak's fears were justified all along. And when you step back from all the headlines, all the reactions, and all the controversy, this story becomes something much bigger than casting. It becomes about legacy. For Kim Novak, this isn't just a role being handed to another actress. It's her life, her memories, a chapter of her past that came with real consequences, real pressure, and real emotion. So when she speaks out, it's not just criticism, it's protection. At the same time, Hollywood keeps moving forward. New faces, new interpretations, new ways of telling old stories. For Sydney Sweeney, this could be a defining moment, a chance to prove she can carry something deeper, something rooted in history rather than hype. But with that opportunity comes pressure. Because now, she's not just playing a role. She's stepping into someone else's truth. And maybe that's where this entire debate lands. Somewhere between art and reality. Between storytelling and ownership. Because no matter how Scandalous turns out, one thing is already certain. People are watching more closely than ever. Not just for the performance, but for the honesty behind it. So the real question isn't just whether the casting was right. It's whether the story will be told the way it deserves to be told. And that answer, we won't know until the screen lights up. And before we come to the end of this video, I just want to take a moment to say a very big thank you to all of you for watching. Your time truly means a lot. In a world where there are thousands of videos you could be watching right now, the fact that you chose to spend a few minutes here with me on Hajara Rama TV is something I truly appreciate. This channel continues to grow because of viewers like you. Every view, every comment, and every bit of support helps this community become stronger. And that's what makes creating these videos so rewarding. If you enjoyed this video, please take a quick moment to like the video, leave a comment below, and share it with your friends or anyone who might enjoy this content. Your interaction really helps the channel reach more people who love stories, entertainment, and updates just like you do. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, Hajara Rama TV, and turn on the notification bell so you'll always be among the first to know when a new video is uploaded. There are many more exciting videos coming your way very soon, and I would love for you to be part of this journey as the channel continues to grow. I also enjoy hearing your thoughts, so feel free to drop your opinions, ideas, or suggestions in the comment section. Your voice matters here, and your feedback helps make Hajara Rama TV even better. Once again, thank you so much for watching and for being part of this amazing community. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, stay entertained, and keep watching Hajara Rama TV.